I mean, she is his reward, not the other way around. I mean, you can look at it, they both rewarded with both of each other, but a woman is a gift to a man. So when he cleave to his wife, what happens is now she is approved. You understand? It's the other way around. She coming to show him. Oh, we got it backwards. See, she coming to prove to the father and mother it's been the other way. That's what the Bible show us right there. See, because if she virtuous, I ain't talking about just some any type of woman here. Verse 31 talk about what this woman has. That's why how can two walk together except they agree? See, some people, even in the house of God, we try to do the things that the people in the world do and try to make it work, which is going to feel there has to be some difference somewhere. It's been taught backwards. There's been a backwards teaching on this. If it worked that way, then why is not written in the scripture that way? It didn't say for this cause a man has to leave his mother and father and do something totally different and then rewind and then come back and then he'd be with his wife. No, it say for this cause, a man shall leave his father and his mother and he should cleave into the wife, because what I was getting into, Proverbs 31, if you ever read the virtuous woman, who can find the virtuous woman? For she's more precious than any rubies. She's worth more than any rubies, because the simple fact, she knows who she belonged to. Her work gonna speak for herself. You follow me on this one. There's going to be some deliverance. We need some deliverance in those areas right there, because the truth of the fact of the matter has been taught wrong. I don't care how right it look. Some things look right all day to some people. It's okay to some people. I'm not going to be worried about too much of that. Now, for my son, that's who I'm going to be worried about, more. And see, some people put the focus on the daughter because she gonna know they gonna get the same amount of respect. But see, when it comes to my son, that's who I gotta worry about. See, let me tell you how I know, because when I was with my daughter, and raising my daughter, didn't nothing happen. You understand? Soon as my son was being born, that's when the attack came. The attack, watch this. The attack don't come when the woman's there like that all the time, or when a woman's when a woman's being born, or it's being attacked when the man is being born. So if he grow up to be a powerful man, the enemy want a spotlight on that, didn't want that to take place like it needed to take place. And I'm telling you from experience that it didn't happen until a male child was being born. It didn't happen, some trials don't happen. Sometimes we put the focus on the daughter and not the son. See, the son the one gonna go through all the drama. It ain't more so the woman all the time. Woman gonna go through drama, but you got to protect the male seed. You ain't follow me. See, the male seed has to do a great assignment on the earth. And if they're not fully protected and loved and nurtured, then the enemy comes after that male seed, because the male seed is supposed to be significantly masculine. And so the enemy wants to come at the male seed if there's no potential covering over that, because he is the one that has to eventually pray for everything. See, scripturally, you ain't got to work no hard labor. Men, Watch this. The only thing you were supposed to do was to judge and pray, praise, worship, and meditate. The reason your difficulty has happened and you haven't found yourself really experiencing the harvest is because you started doing things to your own understanding. It was in your own understanding, and you don't maybe see this, but you understand you will eventually see it for what it is. Talking from experience, I experience it. I understand when you can fail in something or something fails, you get to learn, take a minute to reflect back on these particular things in life. You get to get the foundation of where it comes from. You understand why it came to attack or tempt you and to do, to throw you off or what your square was. You want to throw you off. See, the enemy comes in like a flood. If you're not prepared, then you be overtaken. See, like I said, the example, the male child, that you were supposed to have been taught as a baby how to pray and everything that you need. Listen, if you're a man and you serving God, the way all of your blessings come ain't for you working hard labor. You only work hard labor because you took your mind off of God. See, when you get to praying to God, He begin to supply all of your needs. See, if you ain't communicating, that's why things become difficult. If you're not praising, if you're not worshiping, you got to go do things on your own. You're doing things on your own mindset. So things do become difficult and stressed out. The only reason there's some stress coming, the only reason there's difficulties coming, because you have done things in the wrong perspective. No matter how right a thing seems to be going on, it can actually be possibly wrong. There could be a lot of wrongs, and what has happened, what I've discovered through my severe research and actually going through these things, I found out that people been doing things backward, and that's why I didn't fall into what they were doing. I could not fall into those categories. I did not want to fall in the snares of the enemy. You cannot fall in the traps that the enemy will lay for you. I refuse to. You gotta get to the point where you refuse for the enemy to bamboozle you. You can't let the adversary trick you out of your destiny. You understand? The enemy, he want to actually get you out of your place. He want to get you to be manipulated. He want to get you to be deceived. See, that's why the woman has lost her worth. The only reason that she loses her value because they don't understand she's a feed. She's the feed to the male. They don't understand that. So when she get the harvest, you understand when she's getting the harvest, the enemy don't understand. Like, why she getting blessed? Because now she coming to the man like, oh, wait a minute, we've been doing it right. Well, it was wrong. That's why divorces come in, because God said, for this cause, a man is supposed to do that. So if a man is supposed to leave his father and his mother, then there's got to be something that the woman was doing who was virtuous. See, in Proverbs 31, it said, who can find the virtuous woman? Because by that time, if you go look in Proverbs 31, according to the way God illustrated the woman, she had everything. She purchased the field. She purchased the vineyard. She did everything. She bought everything. So by the time she was the help to the man, because see, man had the responsibility to call those things be not though as they were. That's all he was doing in the beginning, just was naming things. He was just naming things. It wasn't the man's responsibility to name things and get the other stuff. Then what's the need of a helpmeet if you can do all of those things? What is the need of somebody? Why do you need a significant other if you can do everything? If you really could do everything, then what is the need of a helpmeet? It's somebody for you to help. If you could do everything, if you can go purchase the house, then what's the need for her to do it? She not going to get her true respect. If you went to go purchase it, you going to degrade her because you went to go get it, and it might not have happened as of yet. But the truth of the fact of the matter is, you start to look at relationships and do a survey for real, and you'll wind up seeing that the woman not getting treated like she really supposed to be treated. 100%. I don't care if it happened the other way, where he went and got her. You understand? And showed her father and mother. But see, that's how things go outside of God. But could you imagine on the inside of God, if she a virtuous woman and the man doing all the work and naming things? This is how they said Adam named all of the things and everything of the birds and the beast and the creepy thing and everything. And God said, okay, I'm going to put you to rest, and I'm going to create a female that's going to be the reward for all your labor. I'm going to call her the female. You know, he didn't have to create nothing, but he created her he knew that would be beautiful for him to look up on, and that she was going to help him do what? Her roles were to bear the children. There's one thing. That's another way to help. She cooking and she doing all the other stuff, but she can't do the man's role. For this cause, she going to actually the woman had a huger role than what people make it seem like, because she has to be affirmative that, hey, I'm going to give you a reason why you can leave your father and mother, because guess what? They don't want to be providing the roof for you so far. You ain't even getting me. They don't want to provided everything. So once you know after courting that, hey, she got a house, she got a car, then she going to respect you and you going to respect her. That don't mean she make you any belittle anything, but that she honors you for who you are. She honors your position and you honor her respectfully. See, folk don't really want that to happen. They want to sugarcoat stuff. But the truth of the fact of the matter is that a woman was supposed to have her reward. She's supposed to be rewarded for her labor. See, if she got the house and the car and everything, and then he got the house and the car and everything, then my point is, what is the need for one another? Because if you doing the same thing, somebody is not going to be loved 100% right. It's going to be some manipulation. I guarantee you that most people that find themselves doing it backwards are the ones that they say is cheating on their relatives. You ain't hearing me. That this is why they lose the love, because the man was supposed to do what? He was supposed to be praying. This is where your harvest came from. Everything that you needed would be coming from God. When you pray for the harvest, you praying for the woman that he bless you with. Lord, bless her with this. If you send her, it's coming from you. It ain't that I'm thinking because the way that person look, this, that, and other. But God bless her that she have this, that, and other, and that she respect my position, because then I can honor her for the work that she did with her hands. Now it's starting to make sense that she the female. So if you the female, then you can understand how you get the true love. But see, if you are the male, then you supposed to be able to do something different. See, truthfully, the scripture went and it said men should